Alright, so making this video to let you guys know one of the steps to getting that final puzzle solved. So this is the first part that you gotta do. I'm in the basement under the care center, and location on that is, bring the map up. Oops, not the map. At the processing center. So after you get to this part and you're letting the bodies fall in, before you drain the water, you gotta let a certain amount of bodies fall in the water. So you gotta wait here 15 minutes in real time. So I'm still waiting right now. When we get to the next part, I will let you know. So this isn't pertaining to the. It's a challenge that they have on Resident Evil 9 called the final puzzle, and this is the first step to it. I will show you what the next step is when I get there. But this is the first step. After you get to this part, you gotta let these bodies fall in the water for 15 minutes in real time. Okay, 15 minutes should be up. You mess up, you could always reload your save, start the grinding process over. If you wait 15 minutes for the bodies to fall, you gotta knock these guys into the grinder, or let them fall into the grinder. Don't kill any of them. So you have a regular pistol on you. Make sure you have a regular pistol on you. Let the grinder take all of them. Try to get all of them in the grinder if possible. Well, I think it's required to get all of them in the grinder, so don't have the rec room. You don't want to
fluid drainage complete.
insta-kill these guys. You want the grinder to take them.
Processing. Shit, no! No!
You just gotta keep letting these guys get grounded up until it stops. That's what it's done him. Couple shots to the knee oughta keep going down long enough.
Processing complete.
It stopped. It finally stopped.
I don't know
Thank
if I
God.
successfully done it or not. I got one zombie left. I'll see when I get downstairs.
Get out of this place.
So you wanted to say a ton of blood has been has flowed out. So let me see. You're gonna go down this slide. When you drain the water down here, it should say a ton of blood has flowed out. If I did it right, I don't know. I had one zombie left, so I don't know if I did it right or not. I'm about to see right now. If not, you can just reload your save until you get every single one of those guys. Okay, there we go. So that's step 2. So you know you've gotten enough blood. I'll let you know what the next part is after this.
Come on.
Okay, so this next part, you're gonna wanna
It's just bringing you down. down.
Make sure, I think it's the girl's hand that gets taken off.
Why won't they close?
You want to make sure you grab that after this. I'll show you.
Stay away!
We're escaping right now. Alright, it's gonna happen in a few seconds. There we go.
What's going on?
What's her name? Mary? She's trying to stop us from leaving with Emily. A lot of people shoot her, and all they gotta do is escape. This is the part I was telling you about, because I missed this on my first playthrough as well. Bad for me. Just a child that's mutated. Alright, like everybody thought Grace got amputated right here. Which they did beautifully on this part. Because they got everybody thinking, yeah, so that's her hand. You know, I, like many, just, instead of looking behind me, I was just trying to get the freak out of this place, so I ended up missing that amputated hand. What you need for the puzzle.
Grace? Are you okay? Yeah.
Plus, you kind of forget about the hand, because if you look behind her, you don't see the hand anymore in the cutscene, so that kind of, like, makes people not think about looking or, like, turning around to pick it up, but I should have turned around anyway, but it's cool. I wouldn't have known what to do with that hand anyway on my first playthrough, because there's a lot of steps to this puzzle that you wouldn't think were connected. The only reason why I know about this is because Lord Britt had mentioned it, and
Hey, Emily.
I didn't even know about the hand, and then I looked it up, and I found out the steps.
Leave with me?
Anyways,
It's not safe here.
I'll let you know what you gotta do next.
Okay.
Alright, so now that you have the hand, don't go put the final quartz in the door to escape, because that'll trigger the cutscene. I don't know if you'll be able to get back inside Care Center. What you want to do is put her down, Emily. Make a manual save. So I'm just gonna make a new save right below this one. And don't forget and accidentally overwrite that save you just made, because you're gonna need that later on. So for now, you can store it. You can store the hand away. Store this away just so you remember you have to come back for Emily anyway. But yeah, for now you don't need it. And then the next part is gonna be in the bathroom. So I'll cut ahead to that part. Alright, so we're at the bathroom. What you want to do here is flush the toilet 8 times. Exactly 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so flushed it 8 times. Now you want to get Emily and escape the facility. So I'll let you know what the next step is after that. Alright, so this next part is part of the puzzle as well. So make sure you have enough room in your inventory. You need to have room in your inventory for the helicopter key, and if you've done all the steps prior correctly, then you'll be getting Mary's doll. So if you need to free up space, go ahead and do so right now. You can see I got plenty of room, so. But yeah, I'll show you where that doll's gonna be when you get to that section. It's in the underground facility, the underground laboratory. I'll show you where though. All right, so now that you're underground or whatever, before you move on, make sure you make a new save. Let's make a new save slot, just in case you mess up the previous steps. You could always go back and load. In case, or like, actually no, you want to make this save in case you missed the doll pickup. So the doll pickup is in this facility, and here's another storage bin in case you need to make room. But I'll cut to the part where the doll is gonna be. Alright, I'm gonna save one more time. This is the part. New save is right here. So self-destructing is went off already. Alright. Get one of these bad boys. You got infinite ammo with a Requiem. Good to go. So this is the part where Mary's doll. Mary is the giant girl. This is the part that you want to pay attention to. Okay, so after this cutscene, all this blood's gonna come out. Within all this blood, Mary's doll should have popped out. There it is. This is her doll. If you've done all the steps correctly, the doll should show up right there. All you gotta do is just escape the facility. Oh, actually, I can tell you what the next step is. I believe the next step is, I don't know if it's crucial or not, but keep Mary's doll in your inventory throughout the rest of the game. So I don't know if you need to have it in your inventory, because when you do New Game Plus, the doll should stay in your inventory. So when you start a new game, you should be able to finish this puzzle.
Oh, I made it. Okay.
Chopper. Or get off. Trying to mess with you. Anyways, fill you in on more info after this. Alright, so this is another part to the final puzzle on this basketball court leading to the orphanage. So what you have to do is to kick the bobblehead over here to the basketball hoop, or I'll walk it over here. I can focus on it. So what this does is when you go to, you're gonna have to decipher a code later on. So this is the message you should get. And I think you get another message if you run back to Endo's shop. Should be able to get back there. Oh yeah, I gotta open the gate. This area should look familiar to anybody that played Resident Evil 2. It's the same way you go to get to the orphanage. Well, it's a different way. This time you're able to get where Kendo's room was. Okay. That's the other message you get. I think that was another code part, but I guess you don't need that anymore. But I will continue with these parts. Alright, y'all, so this is pretty much the last part of this final puzzle. So remember when I told you guys to save after you get Marie's hand? So you want to reload that save. Well, first of all, you had to beat the game, but make sure you didn't save over the save after you got Mary's hand, because after you beat the game, you should already have Mary's doll. So when you beat the game, you could reload this save and Mary's doll should be here. So you want to equip the doll, but before we do anything with the doll, all right, I will take this hand and we're gonna go analyze it. And you gotta have Emily with you. So you're gonna go to the blood lab to analyze the hand. So let's fast forward there real quick. All right, so here we are, the blood lab. I'll show you on the map. Right here. So you want to be in the east wing, the blood lab. So we're going to analyze the severed hand, which came off Marie when you guys were escaping her from the basement. And you were going up the elevator. All right, so I'm gonna go to the upper right, middle, bottom left. Okay, so that's the you gotta decipher that, but we're gonna skip right to the end, and I'll show you what you need to do next. And I'll tell you what code you got to enter in to decipher this. So we got to go to the lead researcher's office. Where's it at again? I think it's in this. I know where it's at, so I shouldn't have any trouble getting there because all the zombies have been slaughtered. Actually could have cut to that main lobby, but it's cool. Won't take us that long. There's no zombies in here to interfere. This place is creepy when it's just silence. There's no enemies. Creepy either or. Alright, so here we are at the lead researcher's office. So what you're going to enter here is sun, star. Oh, sun, star, and then sun, moon, star, and then sun, moon, sun. And then the final one is moon, star, moon. And if you've done it right, you would hear that creepy child laugh played over the intercom. You would get this message: congratulations. You let the sweet pair hear the voice. Final puzzle. Oops. I'll go down to your challenges. Booyah. 20 big ones right there. The final puzzle is complete. Now, if you follow everything from this little guide that I set up, which I had help from YouTube, I did not figure this out on my own because there was a lot of stuff that you had to do to crack this puzzle. And the Resident Evil community came together, and I don't know how these guys do it, but I just wanted to make a video just to show you guys sort of like step by step of how to do it. And that bobblehead that I kicked in the basketball hoop after you on the basketball court going towards the orphanage, that was a clue to decipher what we just did just now. But I just wanted to skip to the end because there's so many parts that you got to do for this puzzle anyway. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helps. And that's a quick 20,000 right there for you to unlock some more goodies. Thanks for watching. Later.